doing? It's your boy King Des here. Another episode of Brunch with the Boys. How we doing this evening, gentlemen?
Easy. What's good, everybody?
Hey, it's Mr. Gent out here.
We got special guests, right?
Yes, we do. We got you going by Dayy Dayy, right?
Yeah, I'm going by Dayy Dayy.
Alright. So we got Dayy Dayy here. Dayy Dayy is a jack of all trades. I'm just telling you. I mean, maybe that's probably the inappropriate word since we're using jack and we're gonna be talking about sex. But she is a rapper first and foremost. That's your biggest passion, right?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I started rapping when I was younger, but I came out with it 2 years ago in 2018. And I started doing things where I would take other rappers' beats. So if it's a hot song, take other rappers' beat, or do something even better and taking an old school song and turning it with a new school vibe.
That.
Word.
And so on top of that, you also are a certified EMT, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's what's up. Shout out to the first responders.
For sure.
First responders out there risking their life every day, y'all. So
We appreciate y'all.
we definitely do.
What we getting to tonight, though?
Well, I believe we are getting into all of the things that go into preparing for sex. And,
Like washing your ass,
you know,
brushing your teeth.
you would think those are the basics.
You would think, though, right?
You know,
How many nasty asses you can come across in your life?
man, I've had a hoe take a shower right in front of me,
Mhm.
and the pussy would stink right after.
Danger, warning.
That shit.
Do not enter.
You
Word.
You know, sometimes as a man, you wonder, should I strap up?
Did you go
or
through with
not?
it?
I mean, I strapped up, but you know,
You still did, though.
I did, and I wanted to stop in the middle, but I faked coming for the first time in my life that day.
Why? Because the smell was overtaken?
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
So it's 100% that you guys will still have sex with a female even though she smells.
It wasn't that she smelled; it was the pussy, and I didn't know until I slid in it. You know.
Oh, you opened the envelope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like such a strong stench from the minute that she, you know, got into bed.
But once you got in there, it was sustained.
She was cool. Once the dick slid in, and then, you know, latex is a smell that doesn't always
Work well with everybody.
Yeah, so the pussy stain and latex, it was horrible, though. It was like trash.
One of your worst experiences?
Oh, sexual experiences, definitely.
Top one?
Top three.
Damn, not even top.
I don't know if it was the top. I have to think through. I done had a lot of shit happen.
I've had a similar situation like that, and you know, there's nothing worse than when the girl is extra fine. Like you just expect so much.
But do you push through? Depending on how cute she is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong answer.
Because
Wrong
and I'm only gonna say yeah because
No, you're not. You said yeah.
I'm just saying there's potential that I just caught her on an off day.
Oh,
That's what you're hoping.
you give it a benefit of the
That's a
doubt.
fair assumption. I don't know, but I probably put it off and hit it back next time I, you know, slide through and keep on the team.
But you gonna ask a whole lot of questions before she come over, huh? Like
I don't know if you don't hit a hole and the pussy stink, I'm sure she's offended, right? If a man has the opportunity to have sex with you and you're naked and he's like, you know what,
You don't
not
pass.
tonight. You know, not tonight. Is that an
I don't know.
insult?
Tell me. Or just say, man, go get ready. Let's go take a shower. Like, don't make it like, you stink, or, you know, but tell me. And, babe, let's go take a shower. Let's get right. Because I'm going to tell you.
What if you took
I'm
a
gonna
shower
tell-
already, though?
Let's tell her she need me.
Hey, that's
why
good
we
to
got
that.
you.
and that's why we got Dayy Dayy here because Dayy Dayy really has another side hustle. You want to tell us about the side hustle? It's not even to me. It's almost like your main hustle at this point.
At this point, I sell Yoni Pearls. And Yoni Pearls are one of the most popular things right now. Right now, you know, even with just this conversation, it's just some girls that just have an odor, some girls that have irregularities about themselves, and my Yoni Pearls help regulate the irregularity and the stuff that's just not regular.
It sounds like they just need to eat more fruit to me. You know, get
But
your fruit.
sometimes it's just not that, though.
It's not that.
Sometimes it's just not that.
pH.
pH levels off with a little yogurt.
lemon juice.
Yeah, all those things. And the funny thing is, all of those things help, man.
Yeah.
Watermelon, all that stuff. Strawberries.
When you think about all, and let's talk about it too, because I believe I was sent a list of things that women have to do or use. I should look it up or what they need to do to get prepared, the pussy prepared, but.
And you shouldn't have to do nothing to
I
get
was
your
gonna
pussy prepared besides take a bath.
There you go.
That's it, that's all.
There you go.
I mean, so it is basic. So are you telling me it's the same thing for a man? Like, if we know we about to get it down and leave the money on the nightstand, we are basic.
Hold on. You paying for pussy?
No, I'm not paying. It's just the same, bro.
Okay.
Meaning that I'm about to put it
I
down.
never heard that before.
Okay. But either way,
Sound like the truth.
if we are about to put it down,
I agree, yes.
how about fuck both of y'all? So we about to put it down,
$60.
and we know that it's actually gonna go down. All we doing is taking a shower. We gonna lotion up. We gonna make sure we smell good. Put some cologne on. But that's all we got to do.
No, that's not all you guys gotta do.
Is there
You
more we
guys
gotta do?
Yeah, yes.
What do we gotta do then?
For one thing, up under the ball sets got to be hit. And sometimes a lot of men miss that.
I don't know who missing that.
Who would miss that?
A lot
Tank,
of
you
them.
basically talking about the tank.
And I keep my tank.
And
very
then,
clean.
not only that, you want to clean up under your nails. Cleaning up under your nails is important. You can't go work on cars all day long and then think you're going to come play on the clip.
Well,
You can't
I
do
got a
it.
desk job, so my hair is
Not everybody has this shot.
No.
You might have some ink under
But
that.
no, but seriously
Hey,
though,
you
just
got it.
touching and feeling and then like feeling, like it be stuff up under your nails and then you want to come, and then now you done
Get
do
infection.
the pH balance off. But the main thing that females get that give them an odor is BV. That is
What's
legal.
that?
Break that down.
Bavarian what?
It's bacteria vaginosis.
Okay.
Bavarian like a damn donut, dog.
That's the swelling up of the vagina. I mean, you put osis on the end or study or something, right?
You know what? No, dog. Don't
No,
do
but it
that.
sounds like a swelling of the bacteria in the vagina is what it sounds like.
Nah, bacteria vaginosis is it gives out a fishy smell. And with that fishy smell, what you gonna say is, oh well, yeah, maybe she's just having an off day, but really,
She got that salmon.
but really you done played like last time she only having sex with you. So last time you came over and she was looking good that night, she was cooking, this and that,
Right.
and then boom, you do it. Now you rubbing all on the clit. You want to play on the inside, but you ain't clean your fingernails. Now you gave her bacteria vaginosis, depending on how sensitive your lady is.
Hey, what about people with hangnails? What about them? They should be getting them cleaned up.
Is that?
I'm
For me-
specifically calling you out, nigga, because the last time we were in Miami, man, that lady said you ain't never
Real
seen
niggas don't
no
get
hands
manicures.
like that.
But I think
What
that they
about-
should. To me, if I look at you, and I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of females can look at a dude and they look at their shoes and that's the automatic go for them. Or they look at their pockets and that's the automatic go for them. For me, I make my own money, so I don't care about your money. Look at your hygiene. Because your hygiene is what's gonna mess me up. Your hygiene is what's gonna make me, keep being into you. Like if I get inside the bed with you and cause men have odors and they have an odor and you're not gonna take care of your odor. And I know if I smell what you smell, you, my mama always used to say that.
Do you
So-
smell a nigga nutsack by the third day? Is that too soon?
What?
You know,
That's specific.
because if odors matter to you, you don't have to suck it, but you could just, whiff it.
By the third day, I ain't sucking nothing on the third day.
No.
Oh, what you say?
It's funny you say that.
Is it really though?
Yeah, because you're right. I brought it up, right? Yeah.
Like that's too soon.
Yeah.
Is it? For a lot of people, it's not.
I know when you said it, it felt so hard to hear because I just don't know that to be true. By the third date,
I think a lot of people are fucking by the third date. I would say like 50, 60%.
I'd say 75%.
Are we saying day, D-A-Y, or
Date.
date?
Date.
Oh, the third day, that's another story. Okay, I thought you said
Ow.
the third day.
Yeah, not the third date. But if the third date happened to be in 3 days,
That means y'all really vibing. So
you definitely. Yeah, it could be.
if I go
3
with 3
days.
days with you in 3 days,
Nigga.
I love you.
No, I'm talking about Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We kicking on some eventful shit.
That means you
Lunch here.
super dope.
Super dope, and I'm really feeling you. I definitely fucked you Sunday afternoon. Undoubtedly. I could have fucked you Saturday night, but I wanted to wait.
You wanted her to be sober?
Yeah, no, I wanted to wait too. I wanted to be special.
What about feelings, guys? I mean, you don't want to wait for the feeling, like.
Nah, it feel good when I give me a booze. You talking about feelings? I feel just fine. Nigga, squish, squish. You know what I'm saying?
So back to what we were saying, man. That's really crazy that we are risking the pussy. You know, we smoke a blunt, we roll up some. You know, we break the weed down. You know what I'm saying? You rolling up in the backwood if you still smoking them shits and killing your lungs. You know what I mean? And then you go in there, you smoke that blunt, and you go fuck something. You playing with the pussy, man.
It's even that though. It's even that. Like, we gotta get in the habit of not just washing your hands like whenever you use the bathroom, not just wash your hands, but before you get in the bed.
Yeah.
It's just like everything is it's important. If you ask me, hand washing is important, but it's not just that though. Brushing your teeth too.
You got to brush your teeth.
Because have you ever thought about when you give girl oral, that whenever you go down there, you ain't brush your teeth all day, all kind of stuff, food and stuff still backed up inside your mouth, and now you putting that down there, that's not good.
That's a PSA though. So like, ladies, don't let no yuck mouth ass niggas in your vagina too. Like, just ask that nigga a couple questions and decide if you want him to put his mouth on you.
But there may be some people who have great hygiene and they just don't like eating pussy, and they might eat a bag of Cheetos before going down there just because they don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying?
That's very specific. And how many times have you done that, Gent?
No. Listen, you know I love
Cheetos,
it.
No, nigga, wink.
No, there ain't no winks over
Does
here.
he hate her? Though Cheetos, you know that's on your tongue hard. You
Real
can't get
bad.
Cheetos off your fingernails.
That's
Then
right
go eat some
next
Cheetos, don't lick his hands, just start fingering.
Now you coochie smell like cheddar.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
Yes.
what are some of the other things that we need to be doing? I get the tank, I get the fingernails. Is there anything else that we got? Brushing
I
your
want to
teeth.
jump in too.
What about manscaping?
Yeah, manscaping. Nigga. We got to shave. You know what I'm saying? I know this may not be from a health standpoint, but from a preparation for sex standpoint, you got to get yourself right too, fellas.
Yeah.
You know, we can't have these hoes out here looking good and we looking like a goddamn wild man and shit.
Dude, I mean, like, people still walking around, men and women, people still walking around with bushes though. Like, young people.
No, some
20s,
women
30s.
like that.
Some. I mean, I don't have a. It's some stuff that I just definitely have a preference about, but the hair I never really had a preference.
Well, I know a girl who, she had a dude come, and you know, hair grows all the way up, basically on the shaft, and he had a whole bush, and she was like, I ain't doing nothing with that, until you go and shave that up. I'll wait here for 15 minutes.
I don't know a lot of hoes that
Yeah.
would want that.
Yeah.
And she can't even get nasty with it because all the hair on the balls. That's why I always say, ladies, suck them balls, especially if your man took the time to shave.
Oh, you got to.
Because it is so much work.
And they smooth now too. They real smooth.
And they may not be real smooth because
A few nicks.
if I'm not waxing.
He done got a few nicks though.
Oh, nigga risked his life. He could have,
Especially if he's new in the game.
Oh my
Could have hit a
God.
vein.
If he's new in the game on it too.
Seriously,
yeah.
though, it's the most delicate process. So you
Yeah.
suck them goddamn balls and thank us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm on them too.
What?
Oh, Christmas tree. Just
I
pump that shit on his
I
mouth.
thought it was I thought you had a little Negro spiritual going on right
No,
now.
I wouldn't disrespect the Negroes like that. Come on them balls. Oh, Christmas tree. He'll tell you. You're welcome, ladies.
Nah, definitely. But manscaping is important. So let me ask you then. Do you have a preference? You say you don't care about hair. So whether a man has hair on the chest or no hair, none of that matters to you.
To me,
Hair
I just
back.
don't like excessive hair. I don't like if I'm laying on you, I feel the hair, and I'm not a big fan of beards because so much
Yeah, me
stuff
either.
get caught up in
Bacteria and
beards.
shit. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, but you know that's some people preference, but for me that's just not my preference.
Mine neither.
No, first of all, some people don't have a motherfucking choice.
But see, I feel bad because I'm sitting between two dudes with beards.
Nah,
right?
don't
And I
be-
feel
But I
bad.
don't got no beards for all the non-beard niggas having out there. We out here.
But
Yeah.
to me, that's just not a go. But like the hair on the chest, and then to me, it kind of like bothers me whenever it's like all curled up.
Oh yeah.
That's why I don't grow it. I don't have none.
Anyone who has
How
the
do y'all
top
deal
of
with
it,
y'all
You
chest hair?
can't grow it either.
You ladies like that smooth shit though.
I'm
Yeah,
not
she just
saying
said it,
that,
nigga.
dog.
I hear smelling and feeling like a female now.
That ain't about that, dog. My muscles make up for that, nigga. Yeah.
No, I definitely manscape and shave. You gotta keep it smooth.
Everything.
Not real smooth though. I like a little hair.
Stubble.
Not even stubble, but just that, that half guard, like a shadow. You know what I mean? Like
When waves on it, yeah.
I know, I'm not brushing that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I keep a little hair, you know, on the nuts and all too. You know what I'm saying? Not the balls, but you know.
Respect.
We got it, brother. We got it. He wanted to get all the details.
Hey, listen, man. I want the listeners to know, man. And how do you suggest the ladies handle the shaving on the pussy?
Everybody, now that is just
Preference. Yeah.
Because
Is it really though?
It really is.
Somebody
Because
on the bush.
no, but I had a dude that like it like trimmed though.
Okay.
That like what is like a mohawk kind of a thing. Like shave everything, leave a little bit of hair, but trim it to where it's just like the little fuzz. But a lot of dudes like, you know, just straight bald. Me personally, I'm hairy, so if I ain't getting none, it's gonna be a little whatever I get done. That's what's gonna get done. But to me though, I just feel like going into sex though, you wanna have it bald. I never got ready for a dick appointment and say, let me leave a little bit of hair. Now I'm gonna shave all that about just in case you feel a little frisky.
Yeah.
I'm getting everything.
That's what I'm talking about.
Respect.
That's what I'm talking
Can't
about.
be mad at that.
Yes, sir.
Is there any other thing men need to do before we get off of this? I mean,
I don't think so.
I think we good.
What about shit? Well, I'm still on my shit anyway. We've been going back and forth. What about sexy clothes for a man? You know? No, I'm serious though. You see,
I don't even know what sexy clothes for a man even look like. What that look like?
Boxers,
No,
a nice robe.
no.
I ain't wearing no silk
robe,
boxers.
a
man.
silk robe with nothing on
When
underneath.
you come to my house, take off your socks, take everything off. Just don't get in my bed with nothing on.
Gentlemen keep their
Keep
socks
your socks
on.
on.
Yeah, gentlemen keep their
I
socks
don't
on.
like my socks on.
No,
When
you
I
gotta
was
take
younger,
the socks
I
off
was.
too. You gotta take the socks off too. I want to feel everything. Like
What happened to
even
his
if
feet look fucked up? You straight with that?
They real rough too.
just as long. I like now. I'm a feet person, so I'm glad we got onto that. And this
Okay.
is something that my Facebook never see me. Y'all never see me on this level. But I'm a feet person. I never not walk past a person and not look at their feet.
You sucking toes?
No, not sucking on toes.
Then you ain't no feet. Then you ain't no feet person.
No, I have to look at feet
You
though.
want a nigga to bust on
So
your feet?
it.
What?
No.
What the fuck?
You know that shit. Don't act like it.
I was seeing it, but I turned quickly.
I mean, I had to finish the scene just to know what was really going on. It was research purposes.
Oh, okay.
I got nothing.
That's what you tell me. No, but I look at a dude's feet. So if it makes sense, I don't want it to be too smooth, but I don't want your feet to be too feminine either. Like,
Right.
I just like my man, like even when I feel their hands, like when I put my hands in your hands, I
You
don't
wanna
want
feel
to
some roughness.
Yeah, just a
use
little
cocoa
bit.
butter, Vaseline, sometimes.
I use cocoa butter too, but I still got the roughness on it.
Just a little
callus
bit.
or
So, but I don't want nothing on. Nothing on. I don't want no socks on, none of that stuff on.
So no sexy attire.
No sexy boxers.
Leave your fucking robe in the closet.
What about lingerie though? On the other flip side?
Lingerie is a place. You have to. I feel like us as women, you have to.
Have to.
Have to.
Put the pressure on.
I don't care about lingerie.
But do you appreciate it? Or is it
Yes.
literally a non-factor?
You're not gonna tell me that you don't.
You don't get any upgrade points if you see her in a matching bra and panties.
I'm gonna be honest with
Nice
you, like,
fit.
just bend over and shake that ass. Like,
Okay.
so if you
Yeah,
got
show them what you're working with.
But what if you bend over, shake that ass with a nice bustier or a nice little, you know?
I mean, so you tell me she comes to the bedroom and she's wearing them boy shorts that she had since high school and they got holes all in them. You know what I'm saying?
Why does she? That sounds.
I'm just saying.
That's
No,
good.
but
That's
us,
safe.
as,
People have
I feel
those.
like as women
Still
though,
fucking.
I make it.
I'm still fucking. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this bitch wore boy shorts to bed. I'm not fucking her tonight. Like, no, that's, no niggas ever said that.
No.
It got mustard stains on it and shit.
As long as I take them bitches off.
And you taking them off immediately, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it's not
But my thing is, I feel like it should just be like a woman thing though. Even about yourself, like even when you're not getting none, like when you wake up just to make yourself feel good, I make sure my bra and my panties match. But that's what I like to do. 'Cause you never know what's gonna happen
There you
on the
go.
break.
There you go.
Pull over on the break. You never know what's gonna happen.
Tell the
So
person
you
on the back.
always gotta be prepared.
I personally feel that women in a long-term relationship should take the time and make the extra effort to wear lingerie sporadically, maybe twice a month.
Not even just put a
Maybe
not even
once
put
a
a
week.
date. Not even put a date on it. I just feel like if you're gonna be in a long term relationship, you can't keep expecting a man to keep coming back to the same thing every day.
Yeah, and the pussy isn't gonna change, right? You know, we're gonna explore. We're gonna.
No, it is gonna change with my pearls. It's
Well,
gonna change.
That's it. You're right. and obviously, sex gets better as you learn her body more. You know that pussy, right? You get in there, 26 strokes, nigga. She busting a nut. Like it's so efficient at this point. But man, you want the packaging to change. I don't know about y'all. At Christmas time, it's all about opening that present. So to me, lingerie is just that rapid. You know, I know what's under there. I seen it yesterday. I seen it when you got out the shower. I saw that. I see the flaws. I see the things I like. So you know, wrap that shit up.
So what's the interest in unwrapping a present when you already know what's inside?
Yeah, I don't know. Just the excitement of unwrapping it. You know the feeling when you first about to have sex with a woman for the first time and you take her bra off?
Yes.
You know that feeling like you're about to see these titties for the first time? To me, lingerie allows me to just feel that for a moment.
Take you back there.
Just for a second. I feel like
Not
it's
yourself in
important.
order for that to happen because you've seen them yesterday.
Come on, man.
I'm
trying to help people stay happy.
Okay.
You know, long-term
I just feel like it's
with the
important
same
for the
titties they've
female
had
too.
for 48 years, nigga. Goddamn, the titties, them bitches used to be perky. Nah, them shits to the floor. Is that what you want me to say, Dan? Goddamn it. Is that what you want me to say? Shit.
He wasn't gonna be satisfied.
I'm good now.
Okay. Continue, my bad, I didn't mean to go.
So why don't you tell us like what women should be going through to kind of prep themselves for these dick appointments? What should they be doing all the time to make sure that they game time ready all the time?
All the time, you need to make sure you're hot. Like, for me, you need to learn your body. You need to know when you're ovulating. You need to know when your cycle is finna get ready to come on and you're gonna have this amount of discharge. You need to know that.
Does that mean also that you don't fuck raw because you don't want to get pregnant and you're on the pill?
I mean, you ovulate sometime around there, right?
Yeah.
So that's the, hey, you know, nigga, come back next week when the pussy.
Well, not even I, because hey, if you my dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not hot and like, oh, come back. Like, this not a good time. It's either right now I'm ovulating, so it's your choice to pull out, or suffer the consequences, or I gotta suffer them by myself. We two willing adults, and we're gonna be doing that. But to me, it's just that just knowing your body, because every female you have like different. Not all the time you're gonna. Every female have its own odor, first of all. And then on top of that, like every female have your own type of discharge. So some parts of the month you discharge more, and it's like okay for men. Like, oh, when you put on her underwear and you see like a little bit of white, don't shame her. Like, oh, what's that inside your underwear? Women discharge. Some women discharge more than others. So I feel like knowing your body though. Knowing your body, so whenever you get ready for your dick appointment, you need to know your time of the month. You need to know what day of the cycle you in.
We are getting deep here.
Bleach the color out them drawers.
Please get your laundry game tight, ladies. We getting deep, but I just want to ask something for the fellas because I don't have any sense and I feel like fucking with these niggas today. But let me tell you, when you hear a woman, if she hits you up and says, "Hey, I'm ovulating, you know, you can come through and fuck me, but you know, a nigga might get pregnant," does that excite you? Make you want to go over there and fuck her raw? Or does it make you say, you know what, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna just stare, and I'm gonna hit you back next week?
They're probably not the chill and wait till next week. Probably not that one.
Does it excite you? Like, man, I'm gonna come over there and rip, and then she's, you know, she gonna fuck with you.
Russian
gonna come
roulette.
in this pussy like that shit. Does it excite you though?
I mean, it does, but I'm stopping by Walgreens just for the Plan B, just to have it on the side of the bed.
But
just
that's
in
the
case.
wettest time of the month, and it's the warmest time of the month.
Man, so you gonna pop that right in the mouth right after.
Yes.
Make a milkshake, huh?
That's the best $40 that you could ever spend, man.
Cookies and cream, bitch. Cookies and cream. Drink it.
No, baby, this X, baby, pop this bitch. we flying out.
But but it's not just that though. Like, okay, so boom, you ovulate tonight. You don't want to have kids, okay? That's not the level that we on. Let's chill tonight.
Yeah.
Or that's the night where you can give me some head and I give you some too. And we make it a night of that. Like, you make that shit good.
Those are good nights too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
When it's just that, I'll give you that till you go to sleep. And
That
you
make
can
me
do
wanna
that.
fuck though.
Nah, now that she's
Most
doing it,
times.
now that she's doing it good.
No,
Really
even
good.
if she's doing it really good, that actually makes me want to fuck more, because then I feel like I owe her this thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what, you just pleased me, girl. Let me give you what you really want. Let me give you, so I'm ahead and lay that. Yeah, I mean, that's me at least.
Pie do that move.
And she put her hair up in one, you just know shit.
Yeah, and it's coming. Yeah, you see it. With every wrap of that hair tie, it's getting closer.
You just hope for her to look you dead in the eye when she does it. That shit hot.
Oh yeah, no.
Take it off. I know what's about to happen.
Eyes get wide and shit. You right. Everything is good. At least all cool.
Cause it ain't good when the hair is loose, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
No, it gets in the way, and you constantly trying. She can't see, and she just.
No, that's whenever you're supposed to turn to her hairdresser. You're supposed to be taking her hair, putting it up, cause that get us. That's a mind thing too.
I like that.
When you taking the hair out and you put on with it and you pulling on it and stuff like that. That's a mind thing for us too. Okay, let me do it because he like it. He want to see this.
So you're basically telling me if I walked in the room, the bedroom, and we about to get it down, and I got a scrunchie on my hand, you ain't looking at me funny.
No.
She didn't say that.
I didn't know she wanted me to put it together. No, because I was just going. I wanted to be prepared. Is it too much if I want to be prepared?
Don't be prepared. Don't be prepared. No, what I'm saying is
don't be prepared.
Whenever she's doing it and her hair start getting in the way, go ahead and grab some of it.
Just grab some of it. Oh,
pull her hair this way. Wherever you want her to go, like okay, now you want her hair to go this way or whatever, and then it's gonna make her want to do it more because you're into it.
I misinterpreted that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Don't have a head.
Okay, I didn't know.
I walk in and see that. I was like, what you trying to do?
Go to Walgreens and buy a 5-pack of scrunchies for no reason.
This nigga come to your house with some scrunchies and a playing beat. That's all he brought to the house. Tell that nigga not tonight. Not tonight.
I'm ready.
Lose my number.
Not tonight.
Lose my number.
That's in my overnight bag.
You'll spend the night there.
In a silk robe.
But yeah, once you do that and you put her hair up and you like you said, navigating the head, she'll typically grab her head tie at that moment after a few minutes or so, and then because you like that messy look, but then let's get to business.
Is that when you spit on her typically or no?
Spit? He spit.
No, when I spit on the hoe, it depends.
See how I brought that up?
It depends on the situation.
Wait a minute. You spit?
No, some women like that. I mean, you sound quite judgmental for a woman selling pussy pearls. You should check yourself, really. Don't judge them women. They like it how they like it.
I feel like spitting you or man spitting on me is almost an assault. Like,
really?
I'm going to fight you.
What about you spit on him though? What if he said I want you to spit on me?
I'm not gonna spit on you. I spit on your dick, but I'm not gonna spit on you.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, I did too. I tried to keep focused too.
I was gonna be mad at you.
I tried to keep focused. I wasn't focused.
You okay with me?
Go ahead.
That's it. Like if you haul up and spit on me,
some women like to be degraded. Some women enjoy being degraded.
Some women like to get peed on. I mean, like shit.
Like
where they at? Where they at?
Where they at? No.
Everywhere.
Only thing that you're gonna do to me is I want you to pull my hair. I want you to choke.
Yeah, choke has become a standard move now.
But
I remember when choking was like, hey dog, did you choke that hoe? Now every hoe like, damn, this nigga won't choke.
What about a slap though? Is that more?
That's not there yet. That's not there yet.
No, on my butt. Don't slap my face.
That face coming soon though. By 15 to 20, you mark my words. Niggas gonna be slapping hoes.
You on some 50 great shit, spitting and slapping.
I read on some random shit. And side note, we do this all the time. So a couple had discipline within their marriage, and the husband being the head. So whenever the wife, maybe you saw it, whenever she did something wrong against what they,
it's a black couple.
They have black couple.
I remember them. Yeah.
She
brought him into that lifestyle.
Exactly, and she'd have to write essays or maybe get spankings. And I don't know if anything sexual was there, but I know if it was me, segregation would have been a punishment too, right? You know what I'm saying? But it was so crazy because she respected him so much, and I don't know, man, they seemed pretty happy. You know? So I don't know why that came up.
You know what though?
But
you got to be built for that because I saw what you're talking about, and everything you said was true. But that nigga was uncomfortable. Yeah. And he had to be consulted and consoled by her. That it was okay for him to behave like that, for him to have that control, because she's the one that actually brought him into that lifestyle. So
she really needs that. That's crazy.
She's telling you, and that's to the point you were making. Some women like that. Yeah. You know, some women have those kinks or those roles. You know what I mean?
And I don't believe most or many of them, and maybe most, I should stay with most, are real enough and open enough to admit that they want and need that. So the thought of it consistently or even voicing that is like, no, that's something that would look bad to say that. Yeah, I want a nigga to check me. I want my nigga to slap me when I'm out of line. Some women like that.
That's some weird shit though.
Yeah, it sounds weird when you say it.
I know it does.
When you put it that way.
We trying to remain professional.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, it's crazy. But yeah, from the context in which you asked me, sexually, that's nothing, You ask a lot of women, they'll be like, yeah, that's nothing at all. Because it's within reason. It's not going to be a hard slap.
It's not going to be a naked sandwich just because, you ain't come back on that dick like you supposed to.
No, yeah, on your butt, but not my face though. Not my face. I feel like taking my face. That's.
It's borderline
But
abuse.
Right, but I don't know though. I don't know, cause some real shit done happened in an encounter. Like I done bit my partner, not like a hard bite.
Vampire. Why you biting?
Not a hard bite.
Where did you bite it?
On his chin.
Ooh, that's a weird spot.
That is.
I like the chest, but not the.
Because it's like you making me feel this good. Some pain gotta come from somewhere because I don't want to feel like
the shoulder.
Yeah.
Not a bit of
Maybe
chin.
a neck, maybe.
Nothing on his face. You don't want a nigga to slap you in your face, but you can bite a nigga chin.
Cheek.
Bullshit, dog. You see what I'm saying, dog? Nah, I'll slap the shit out of you afterwards. You gonna take it.
But it's not a hard bite though.
Nah, the slap wasn't gonna be hard either. So I got a tip for the men. It's important when you're going in, you're about to get the pussy, relax, nigga. Take a deep breath. Maybe have a drink.
Niggas don't hyperventilate on pussy?
I don't know if they hyperventilate. I believe men are still anxious. And I think not maybe men who get older and learn the game, but younger men. And sometimes older men. Yeah, I was going to say, like.
I mean, a new experience is
older
still.
than you, though. See, your older might be not old.
Well, obviously, shit.
My friends date older. I don't do older. Me personally, I like them young, but that's just me. I'm a cougar. That's just me. Everybody is different.
Yeah.
I feel like, and this is something. Well, I don't have that many views because it's late. But anyway, this is something that I didn't say though. But I was just recently talking to the 18-year-old, and obviously I got all this stuff going on. I'm 25. He in my house.
Oh, what stuff? Oh,
yeah,
he talking about the product.
Yeah, he in my house, and like this is way advanced in these high school girls that he used to mess with.
Hold on, he was 18 though.
Yeah, you know that.
Man, 25.
Fresh. Oh
Let me
man.
tell you, I would have loved your ass. Go ahead, tell you
No, but I felt bad because I went to get him ready.
You ain't fuck him in the ass.
No.
Jesus, where the hell did you even go from?
That's a
bad.
gent thing. That's a gent thing. Why would you do that?
No,
That's not a gent
No,
thing.
she said
You
I
said wild
felt
shit
bad.
like
She said
No,
I felt
I
bad.
you didn't
Like,
let me get that. You didn't
Y'all
let me
really
get
are. Y'all really are.
No, I just really know.
Jesus have mercy.
that was way out
Yeah,
there.
she got all these goddamn toys. You penetrate him. Shit.
No, but what happened was I stopped because I felt his heart and the shit was here. Like I felt
when y'all was fucking.
No, I was gonna get ready to. I was gonna just try him just to see what was,
You had the
18.
wrong-
He
you didn't
young.
pick the
Let me
right one.
see.
You couldn't came to me 18.
So he was
Had everything you
thought
wanted.
he was just.
I feel like I was just too advanced for him.
And so you're saying that his heart was almost beating out of his chest?
He was so scared. He was like, and then he was like trying to talk. He
I
was
believe
like,
that.
he was like
Yeah, he wanted that.
shaking, like his voice and shit was shaking.
That's
I was
cute
like,
though.
I'm
It's
probably
nice. He
doing
still
too
had
much.
his innocence. Yeah, that's sweet.
But it's crazy though because I really liked him.
No,
I
seriously.
really liked him. I really liked him.
And in 2.5 years, he'll be ready, nigga.
Yeah, he'll regret what happened.
And
He will.
And he'll probably fuck the shit out of you, but he just ain't there yet. That's all.
I feel like I was just too advanced and I should have took more time.
So when you broke up with him, did you take it hard?
I don't even know what happened to him.
God damn.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's just like one day.
You gonna end up being someone's childhood trauma, and he gonna like he gonna deal with
but
bitches.
you know what?
Totally
That's
different.
what I said. I texted in the group chat. I told all my friends, I think I'm gonna fuck up this boy's life. I think. But one day we just woke up and we didn't text no more.
No, he'll be all right. He'll find someone to bring him over there.
He already has.
Yeah. She working on it right now. He ran real. But that's my point though. You have to really calm yourself. You don't want to be anxious. When you're going over to fuck something, you got to be chill. Get out of your head. And at the same time, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but that confidence isn't fake, right? That confidence comes from being prepared. Let me tell you, we were talking about, Jen asked Dayy some things about what women need to do, but there's some things that men need to do, and it's not something you necessarily do in a night, right? It's the preparation. Keep your ass in shape, right? Keep yourself groomed. Keep yourself clean. Practice. Beat your dick off so you know now how to come in 10 minutes, right? Like, do all those things. All that stuff is preparation. So when it comes time to perform,
you ain't gonna be like that.
Because you in shape, you ain't shamed.
And you
your body.
prepared, yeah.
You've been beating off every day at 5:30 with your blunt. You know what I'm saying? So you can
specific time.
And some niggas playing. You know what I'm saying? And so, and so you've done everything. You got your cut for, your
How
fresh
long
cut
should
on.
you be able to hold off when you beat off before you know you're ready?
Well, if you edging, we're gonna get to a long conversation here.
We don't have to extend it, but we can shorten it.
But with all of that being said, though, men do need to get used to having sex with condoms again.
Yeah.
Because
it's hard.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Whenever I look when a dude comes to my house and the condoms over there in the drawer, I make a habit because I have two dudes that like bust the condom on me, like try to.
That's why you gotta cut it. That's why you gotta cut it first.
No, ain't no cut it first. I bring my own condom. That's it. That's all. You don't want to use it. We ain't doing
nothing. I keep a pocket knife.
But get used to using having sex with condoms, because a lot of dudes, it's not even that you can't perform or that you can't come. You're not used to doing it with no condom. You feel like you can't feel nothing.
That is true. I can see how that went.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And now you running through 6-7 condoms in my house, and now I'm bored. And
it's
you're definitely going in the group chat today.
No, the problem is, realistically, is that the raw pussy is being given out. You know what I'm saying? And what happens is when one starts getting the market value,
it drops.
It drops. So you over here with this condom pussy, thinking like, man, you know what? And it's smart. I can't be mad at you.
But condom pussy turn into raw pussy.
It does.
But you got raw pussy that started as raw pussy.
Yeah, niggas don't have patience. You want a dog to be patient. That's hard. I've never seen it. You know, they got to be trained into that.
But that's the difference between whether they want you or really don't want you. Because if they want you, they gonna play that condom game. If they really want you, they gonna play that condom game.
Let me tell you why.
I would like to think so, but I don't think so.
If they really like you, they'll wait.
But they'll fuck other people while they're waiting.
And where I'm not even gonna say that.
No, it is true though. But because I've always said, I don't care who you fuck, you just not gonna fuck me. I don't care.
Listen, and yes, nigga, you was right, but you ain't have to. You always giving more than you talk about me, nigga. You giving too much, but okay. My point of the matter is though, you'll wait before you go ahead and hit it with the condom until you trust her, until she trusts you, and you have that vibe and that connection. Then you'll hit it raw from off rip. That's what a smart nigga would do who doesn't want to use a condom.
I think the smart thing to do is make sure everyone gets fucking tested, and I ain't starting shit unless
you have that conversation too.
No, fuck a conversation. I'm past that conversation shit.
But that makes, Jen, what you're saying is the right responsible thing to do. But we all know motherfuckers is not waiting for STD tests to come back before they fuck.
I don't know no dude with a primary care doctor. And that's just
well, that's a fucking problem, man.
I'm just
We're in
being
different age brackets too. So.
Yeah, we is, and I'm just being honest. I don't know no dude with a primary care doctor. I know a dude that'll call me and be like, "Hey, you went to your doctor this month?"
I have nigga finding out if he clean based on you clean.
I clean. So that's
it worked though.
They be praying for your gynecology appointment.
Listen, what you don't know is he had to make 4 calls that day.
Oh.
Using 4 different trees, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying, and that should lead us to our next conversation with what throws off our pH balance when I'm only fucking you and you fucking everybody else.
Well, let's get into that, because we really want to talk about like what we can do to enhance the sexual experience, and I think since we opened it up, we're talking about how stank aroma could really turn a whole sexual experience wrong. Let's talk about how we can get that right then.
Alright, so I have these things. My number one, the top seller, how I started my business, and it's called the Yoni Pearls. So what happens with the Yoni Pearls is they make you tighter, wetter, and smell better. Doing so, it detoxes your vagina and pull all of the nasties, the extra sperm. If you have like vaginal issues, it pulls the scar tissue and what it is natural herbs that break down toxins inside your body, but inside your vagina, and it helps your vagina work properly. So I always tell all my girls, my very first time detoxing, I was scared as hell. But my very first detox, I was like, damn, I feel these herbs. I taste these herbs in my mouth. Like, I kept going like that because it's detoxing your whole body. Your first day, you're going to be tired. That's because it's detoxing your whole body. And it's pulling it out through your vagina. Because if you notice, a female can notice whenever they're going through something, you can look at your discharge and say something not right. You can look down.
Never knew that.
You can look down at your vagina and say, something not right. It's not one girl in this world that's gonna tell me that she ain't look inside her underwear and say, I need to make a doctor's appointment. Something not right. And it may not even be a smell. Some girls just have discharge. You can look at their discharge and tell, like,
that ain't normal.
Something up there ain't right.
That green snot.
So these pearls, some girls rather use 2, and I'm gonna open them just so I can show y'all. Because when I say pearls, a lot of girls and a lot of guys are like, how big are they? And they're really small, and when I open them, it's probably gonna smell like
You need to put one of these on the underarms, Jen.
No, I'm not.
It got to stay.
It's not for that type of detox stuff.
You got a different toxin.
It got to stay for 3 days.
So you keep them in you for 3 days?
3 days, for 48 to 72 hours.
But what if you can't, though? What if they keep falling out?
No, they don't. You stick them up far enough.
So the regimen is
How you
3
get them out?
days?
You gotta go in there and grab
So
them.
the regimen is you put them in for 3 days, and then the 3 days afterwards you can smell the herbs. You can probably smell them.
I smell them. Do you go in and take them out after the?
I'm gonna show you. You can smell it.
Oh yeah.
All right. So they come with like little strings. It's like a weird.
I feel like I need to get my locks twisted.
Stupid.
Real herbs.
So you're gonna pull it. It's like just like the
So you're just
tampon.
gonna find the string.
Well, you can unravel.
Oh. Well, that's what it's gonna look like if you ain't bleed.
Put it about.
So you leave the string hanging.
Yeah, you're gonna tie them together. You're gonna do like it's almost like a tier because you're gonna use your middle finger. Every girl, her cervix is the size of your middle finger. So your vagina, your vagina is the size of your middle finger. Like going up some bigger, depending on what you done had up there. But it should be. But every female, no matter what you had up there, it comes back. It comes back. No matter what come in, what came out, it goes back. And these help it go back.
I can't imagine what those will look like after they've been up in you for 3 days.
I don't want to see any of that
You
shit.
should dip them in some boiling water, make a tea.
No.
No, nigga.
Despite the one that I dipped in my wine, they should go into you like this.
Okay.
And that's what they go up into you like
And
that.
then you keep them in for 3 days.
For 3 days, 48 to 72 hours. So you keep them for 2 days, and when you got them in, you're gonna want to drink nothing but water.
Okay, because you got to flush the system.
Right,
Gotcha.
it's a detox. So you're gonna keep them in, and you're gonna drink nothing but water. When you pull it out, I'm telling you now, it's gonna almost feel like you're a virgin.
Wow.
It's gonna almost,
And so-
the wetness that comes with that.
Oh, it's going to be intense. So the sexual experience for us is going
When
to be...
every female that put them in, and I got so many reviews, their first review for me is when I first put them in, my very first day, I was so wet. I thought I peed on myself.
Oh, okay.
I heard that before.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So that's what I got this
What
for.
is that? You got titties on it too? What is
No,
that?
it's just the
That's a
vagina.
pussy. That's not
That pussy gaping though.
It's not a gate.
That's because I literally have stuck every one of my. This little thing been around.
Hey, that's all right. Live your life, boo.
So at least once a month it get funneled by me. So whenever the female putting these things in.
And listeners, if you can't see it, what she has is almost like a prosthetic pussy.
Pocket pussy.
PP.
Yeah.
So you would take it and you stick it all the way up, just the size of your finger.
That was a little erotic.
No, I think you should get it until you get it all the way in. You know, just
and then you'll do the third one. And then what you're gonna do is they're gonna be way up there, and you leave this out. You leave it in for 3 days.
3 days, and so
3 days they're gonna have a little string hanging from their cootie.
Yeah, I mean, but females are used to that. They
With
should be
tampons,
used to that
yeah.
with tampons. If you use tampons, a lot of girls don't use tampon. Hence the reason why I started charging $50 to insert. So I've seen more vaginas in these
Hold on,
lives.
stop.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me put my finger in it. I'm just playing. You
Stop stuttering through it, my
I
nigga.
don't even stutter.
I know, bro. Get
So
through it.
people pay you to insert the beads in them.
Yes.
Do you need an apprentice? I'm asking for you.
Do you use gloves? I imagine. 'Cause you
Yeah, I
can't
use
trust the
gloves.
pussy.
I
But you know, some
definitely
people come in
use
there sick too. You don't treat the sick ones, do you? What if that? What if she?
I don't care because I know that
Okay,
every
princess.
female have an order. I mean, look at what I do for a living. I
Yeah.
see more vaginas than a
So
little
she
bit.
opened
It's
the
like
pussy
normal.
up and it smelled like a fish market. You just push through.
And put the pearls in. I'm
Girl.
not fucking around.
Hold your nose, man. Come on,
You know,
man.
sometimes people have
Your
roast
face
beef
can't
too.
even.
You see that roast beef?
Yeah.
I don't mind the roast beef, depending on how.
No, you know what? We're not.
I
even
don't,
gonna do that.
everybody makeup is different down there, and
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
We're
I
not
don't-
doing that.
Bro.
I don't judge you, but they don't come out though. You can cough, you can sneeze. Obviously, this is fake, so I
You don't have
squeeze
sex
it.
for those 3 days, obviously.
How many days
No.
don't you have sex?
You don't have sex
Oh, you lost
while
me.
they're in.
How much?
Can you take them out and put them back in when you finish?
No.
Okay.
Once they in, they're in. Once
You know,
they
niggas, I'm
out.
asking for the niggas though. Nah.
No, but this is my problem though. The men have to wait. You have to wait
What, 6 days, right?
6 days.
That's a long
This is
time.
with
Days
that person
after
who's on the
they
beats.
come out.
Now you gotta call
Because-
up the second point guard.
Because it's
You mind after it comes out 6 days?
no. You have 3 days with them in and 3 days with them out. Because what happens is it's called the purge days, and on the purge days,
Kill your neighbors.
it's a white discharge that comes out. And with that white discharge, you don't want to stick it. I mean, unless you are just that open and he know that you detox.
No, we not that open.
We
Nah.
never be that.
Finish the program,
Because
boo. Finish the program.
It's not gonna be like
Yeah,
a
we
white
got
discharge. It's gonna be
That cocaine in there.
clumps.
We could be together 60 years, we'll never be that close. That sounds like your personal problem right there.
Right. It's very personal and it's sacred though, and I feel like men should wait
Yeah,
though.
and honestly, this is the best time anyways. All the head we want, fellas. Get that head.
That is true.
And leave.
It is, but it is right though. But the way I tell my girls to do it, it is best after your menstrual cycle. So that's what brings the long wait. Because if she's a 7-day bleeder, then she's a 7-day bleeder. Then you
Oh,
got
so
the
you
3
gotta
days.
add it on top of that.
So that's 2 weeks basically. No
Right.
That is
I mean, I'll
torture.
take the head. I'll take the head.
For 2 weeks straight?
Good hand job, too. You gotta mix it
Yeah,
up.
good hand job. I do a lot of work, so I'll take 2 weeks off. You know what I'm saying? And I deserve
But
it.
that should be a time though where you get intimate with your own self. I feel like it's
She gonna
important.
suck this day.
I know, but I feel like
Undoubtedly.
it's an important thing to get in tune with yourself too, because you can't expect for somebody to please you,
Yeah.
and you don't know what all pleases you.
No, every man knows that around. He knows everything by 17.
Yeah.
And I know you think I'm joking.
Maybe
and
not
the way I am,
17.
I know.
Yeah.
Definitely 22.
Yeah. You know what?
27?
I'm gonna give you 30.
33 and a half?
No, I'm gonna give you 30 because you gotta keep it real. We at 19, nigga didn't know what the tank was.
No,
No,
nigga, I ain't no gay shit, no.
I needed old nasty hoe to put me up on the tank game. So
You
know,
need
a lot of
somebody. I
shit.
feel like at least one dude that messed with an older girl that really put him up on the
Yeah.
stage.
Yeah, that one you stop messing with, he needed you,
Yeah.
and you let him down.
No,
Cause you laugh. Who gonna teach him now?
I didn't
A young hoe.
leave. I didn't leave. We just stopped texting. And if he texts me today or tomorrow, I'm gonna text him back. I like him. He's pretty cool.
Would you fuck him tomorrow?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope he hears this thing. That might be the
Hey, reach out, brother.
motivation
Reach out.
that
She
he
here for you.
needs to go ahead and make that call. You
For
know?
real.
She gonna
Yeah.
teach you something.
So I heard about this thing called steaming your pussy. What that look like?
Steaming.
Yeah.
Steams are these.
Pussy be steaming with the steaming.
And it's
Like a potpourri.
Yeah.
and it does. And this is exactly what you do. You're gonna take 8 cups of water.
Yeah.
You're gonna pour only half of the herbs in. You're gonna boil it on the water. You're gonna make sure it's extremely hot. And then they have like the seats Or you have, I'm just did it very simple. I went to the dollar store, I got me a bowl because it's bigger, and I flushed my toilet, turned the toilet off. But I'm a tomboy. For all the listeners, I'm a tomboy. So if it's not that easy, get you a steam seat, and I do have those. But for me, it just was easier for me just to turn the toilet off because it was better. And you're gonna take after they boil really good, you let it sit for 5 minutes, and then you're gonna put it in the toilet. Please let it sit for 5 minutes, because if you sit over that hot steam, you're talking about roast beef. Alright, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be real brittle and dry for a few days. You're not gonna like that. You're not gonna like that. So whenever I send out the directions, or whether I tell my girls, let it sit for 5 minutes, it's like that cake. When you're not running through the house, let it sit for 5 minutes.
Okay.
But when you do that, you're gonna sit it on the top of the toilet, and you're gonna wrap yourself with a blanket. And for me, it's personal. So you take you some soft music, take your wine, and the men not included.
The Gent was damn sure playing.
I was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
You're not included.
You want to steam your asshole?
No, I said I just wanted to be there.
You want to be there. You don't need to be there.
I want to be there for the support.
You don't need to be there talking to your lady and none of that kind of stuff. This is steaming. This is when she's steaming that toxic X out of her life. This is, our ancestors did this. Whenever they couldn't have kids, to heal their womb after they had kids, they stood over a bucket of herbs and healed themselves. It's completely between you, your body, and it's spiritual. It's spiritual. And you want that a long time. This is the time where you wait till your kids are asleep, whatever the case may be. You close the door. I personally play my audible. While I'm in there, I have my wine, I have my cover, and you want to get you some warm fuzzy socks, because as females, our warmth come from our feet, so you want warm fuzzy socks. Okay,
all right. And then after you steam on this, for how long you sitting on this?
You're gonna sit on there for about 20 minutes, but it's an hour process, because then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take, when I do my first one, I already have my second few cups of water boiling. And then I go pour my second half of steams inside of there, and then you pour the first half out, and then come back and do your second half, and then after that you finish. And me personally, you're gonna do that after you do your pearls. After you take your pearls out on your purge days, and you're ready.
What does it do though? What does it do though?
It's like a freshener.
It's not a freshener. It heals. It heals. So say you pulled all your toxin out with your pearls, or you just had a baby. Some girls just had miscarriages or whatever. If you had a miscarriage or just had a baby, it heals the womb after your 6 weeks and you doing that, because your womb just went through a lot of trauma. Everything up there just went through a lot of trauma.
So it tightens it up?
And it heals it. And
so if you got a loose oosie,
the pearls this is more spiritual. This is more like for a healing thing. This is whenever you getting rid of that toxic person that you just got soul ties to. This is for that. And people don't believe it, but people's soul ties are real. You can't figure out why the hell you keep going back to this person. You know you don't mean you no good. Know that he not good for you. Know he don't even like you. But y'all got a good chemistry with sex.
Most women.
That's wise women, definitely.
So.
Okay, all right. What else you got?
I feel like I'm almost cheated if I don't have a hoe doing all this to her pussy. Like,
in a sense,
am I getting grade C pussy?
You're just not getting.
That's grade.
You're just not getting the detail, right? You know, she put it through the car wash, but she didn't get the.
But some girls didn't, because at first I didn't tell my dude. And then it became like a thing. Like when you know the effects of the pearls, you gonna start asking, "Hey, man, you detox this money?" What's going on? You put the pearls in, because you know the feeling. When you put the pearls in, it's gonna be a good. You know it's gonna be tight. You know it's gonna be wet. It's gonna be good.
Cool.
All right. So then the next thing I have, because I don't know.
Soap?
Yeah. It's a lot of pregnant girls, but my man asked me what do I have that the men can use, and it's my soaps.
Okay, what kind of soaps are there?
I recommend for the men the charcoal. Men have acne. Men have
I got good skin though. I don't got no acne.
You do. Looking at you, you do.
Thank you.
I have acne.
She was waiting for that call.
No, I'm just saying.
Fuck him.
And then I also have the aloe. The charcoal, I'm not gonna lie, it does not smell good, but it's really good for your skin. The aloe is really good. My best seller is the goat milk. I have goat milk all in one day.
Yeah, what y'all do with the bones though?
The bones.
It's just so.
Goat. It's just goat milk, bro.
Go ahead.
I think you missed out on something.
Go ahead.
That's why we don't like when you
And then
smell like
rose. And then rose.
That's
And then that's
pretty.
just for a good smell for the girls. And I have that for my pregnant girls as well. And this just helps with the pH balance. You can use it on your face. It's an everywhere type of thing. You don't have to skip. Like, I know I use Irish Spring all over my body, but I dare not put Irish Spring between my legs. Like, I don't put that kind of stuff between my legs. I never, ever, I don't know. Just to me, I feel like anything with a scent shouldn't go between your legs, but this is pH safe. Because as soon as you do that, it's going to throw your pH balance off.
So soap throws your pH balance off.
Oh, yeah. So, different kind of
Well,
underwear.
It sounds
But
tough
you know
for
what?
y'all.
I know a girl
But
that
that's what I
washed with
said,
just
and
water.
But,
Yeah.
Said that.
but you know what though? That's why, and a lot of y'all, and this is completely off topic, but I just want to throw this out there.
Welcome.
When men be like, I don't know why she acting like that, all of that, it's because if I'm into you, I'm gonna keep you into me. So I'm gonna take care of me, and then if you're showing no interest in me taking care of me, that's gonna make me like, damn, he don't give a fuck. He don't care at all. Where I'm keeping myself up, you never compliment, or you go fuck with somebody that I know don't keep herself up. That's just like a slap in the face when you doing stuff to really.
You know what I want to
enhance
say to
yourself.
that? I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. But I also want to say, ladies and men, keep everything up. You lazy bastards. I hate the big motherfuckers with the fresh cuts, the big hoes with the nice eyelashes and her hair always done. What about your body, bitch? Huh? So we gonna keep eating what we want to eat?
Lord.
We gonna keep sitting still and doing nothing and putting lipstick on a pig?
Whoa, hey.
Nah, that's a figure of speech.
It's a figure.
I know it's a figure of speech.
Fix the whole package. Don't just shine up some bullshit.
Preach.
Fix everything so it's all good. Instead of come over here and you just so happy and you're dying for a compliment because you're out of. No, you don't want to get you a compliment, nigga. 80 pounds lost, nigga. I assure you, nigga, they'll notice everything then. So just think the big picture, please. Thank you. That's all.
Thanks for the PSA, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
I appreciate it.
I mean, some people though.
You know,
but some people like them big though.
Yeah,
that's
it's whatever
the
your
thing.
preference is, because there are people who just.
People like you, and that's
Is
good.
it a
to
fetish
say.
though? Is it a fetish?
And it could be, but people like you the way they meant you. So let's clear that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so that's all I'm
They
saying.
look like fish.
What's this right here that you got right
Looks
here?
like a
That's
bait.
the Yoni oil.
Yoni oil.
You know, so where do you put this oil on?
Everywhere.
Can that be used as lube?
Yes.
Because it's pH balanced too.
Is it
Yes.
edible?
It is
lube?
natural. No, it's not edible lube. You're not gonna eat it.
Well, that's not what you want then.
But it's lube though. And I've met some people that can't get wet. And it is due to some medicines. Like I've had some clients that is due to some medicines. And that's the reason why I started this, because of a medicine regimen that my doctor put me on that put me in a medically induced menopause. So it caused all kind of shit to go on that I never, like, my face is now clearing up because I just decided to tell my doctor, like, I don't want no more. I'm giving all my girls these natural products, and my girls coming back telling me, oh, this is working for me, this is working for me, I got pregnant, and I'm not using it myself, take me off the medicine. And I've had some girls that come to me and be like, you know, I just can't get wet. And that make a dude not interested. And I can completely understand, like, damn,
No
I'm
one
giving
wants
it to
that
you,
rug
and
burn.
you're not wet.
Yeah.
That's the
So-
hair, that's it.
This is good. Now my favorite is the rose water. The rose water is what's clearing my face. I swear by this.
You're not putting it on your face, are you?
Yes.
Oh, you're putting it on your face. Okay.
Yes.
So it's a lubrication and a face.
You can put it everywhere.
So like you can use it on your whole body.
That's
Everywhere.
basically what she said.
I just want to make sure.
Just everywhere. Before you get started and you want it to be extra slippery, or if you know you don't get
I
wet,
love a good slip and
you
slide.
can take and do that little motion. You
go.
can do anything. You can do anything with this. And a lot of girls care for the lavender.
Can't never go wrong with lavender.
And it's a healing type thing too. And I know some people that just whenever they get out of the shower, just a quick little, because it's like a little squirt, just a quick little squirt and rub it down on your clitoris and your vagina area, and they like that.
Hey, real quick though, real little note. When you get out of the shower or the bath, that's the time when most of the pores in your body are open and open to absorb different scents and lotions and shit like that. So that's why I read that somewhere about 2 weeks ago. Thank you for that, educated.
I know, I can tell.
Word.
You felt very proud. I can see.
Do you have to be wet or just?
It says like the 5 or 10 minutes after you got the tub, so it didn't say you can dry off. You know, niggas stop and wet for 10
I'm
minutes.
not a big fan of just drying off with a towel though. I like to walk around the air dry, so I never I don't know. When I wake up in the morning time, if I know I have to be to work if I have to leave the house at 6 o'clock, I'm gonna wake up at 5 because I want to take my bath. I want to walk around the air dry.
Yeah, that's inconvenient, but I can see the benefits of that though.
That's all I do. So I just kind of I don't know. It's all about preparation though.
Yeah,
That's why I say females, you have to do stuff. I mean, not even just females, just people in general. Do stuff that make you feel good.
Where does air drying benefit more than a towel?
To me, it feel like the smell of what you just used out of the shower just seep in, and then like when you when you drying yourself off, it's almost like you're rushing yourself. And
that's
you put
exactly
on
why.
clothes.
That's exactly why. It's to get to clothes quicker. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm not disagreeing with you.
And then whenever you put your stuff on, like after you lotion up, feel all good about yourself, and you put your clothes on, now you really feel good.
No, you know what though? I can tell you like there's times where I'm not in a rush to get somewhere and take a shower. I usually just kind of lay around on my towel. Right, I prefer to do that. But most of the time, I have something to do with somewhere to be, so that's when I drop the towel. Yeah, and in thinking about it, I never really given it much thought, but I agree with you.
So, and then the next thing that I have is my natural sanitary pads. And this is really good for the pH balance. And what I want to tell all the listeners is shopping with me is a benefit because after you get off your cycle and everything, we always want to check our pH balance. We talk about it so much.
And there's a pH balance test?
Tester for yourself.
Will you pee on it?
No, you're going to take, I can show it to you.
I'm learning so much right now, dog.
And this is just something that I actually
You'll
got
check the
into.
pH later?
Just something
I
that.
don't know where to put it though.
So what you want to do is you're gonna take.
This gonna tell me my DNA too or no?
No, just your pH, and I don't think y'all have pH.
Okay. No, I don't got no
This was
pH.
a look.
I don't got no pH.
So you would take that, but you want to keep the little test tube, someplace clean, obviously.
And you swab.
And you're gonna want to. It's just a regular Q-tip, so it's nothing that's gonna hurt
Most
you.
don't feel it at all, right?
Right now, at all. But.
Loose pussy ass.
But then you would take it and rub it into the vagina, and you want to get both, and you'll rub it on the little sticker, and whatever the color turns, this will tell you.
Let me see. So, serious vaginitis. Boy, so if you get that dark hunter green.
Yeah. I know a girl named Hunter Green one time.
Well, she got this. Normal stay yellow, and then it go in the shades. Light inflammation and serious vaginitis. Oh,
yeah, you don't want the vaginitis.
And then if you do the test and it told you that, then the next thing you do, like say if you got my pads, you just got off your period or whatever, and then you say, oh, my girls, and not just saying, but my girls tell me what they have, and I tell them whatever you tell me. I have a completely different phone that I don't carry around with me. It's strictly in my work bag. So when my girls come and they come to me in privacy and they tell me what they
give them
have,
that true HIPAA.
I give them what I want them to have, that confidence that what I just told her is gonna stay with her.
Respect.
Cool.
And they might come to me and say, hey, I have serious vaginosis, and I'm gonna tell them, hey, this is what I recommend. You get 2 of my pearls, do 2 treatments, and this is how you do it.
Cool.
So that's the benefit, and I feel like testing your pH balance, we talk about it all the time. You look down and say you don't need it after you have your cycle or whatever, but you look down and see like a different kind of discharge. You check your pH balance, and then you can kind of tell what you got going on.
And
So
so
with a lot in your drawers, you need to do something. Pina colada.
And something that I had to learn, that these give a minty. I'm gonna open it.
So she's opening the pads, right?
I'm gonna open it. It give a minty smell, and it scared the shit out of me when I first.
So it's like spearmint on the pussy. I got you.
It's like gum.
Okay.
Right.
It smells like
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, if it smelled like this all the time, like I'd be there.
Never thought I'd be smelling a pad, but that smells good.
It does. It does.
Let's smell it.
I'm sorry.
You want to
Little heavy hand. I'm a little heavy handed.
That keeps you fresh
Yeah.
because
Oh yes, it does. Like
some I don't know who, but some girls will want to wear their pads for the duration that it says. You can wear it 10 hours. They might want to wear it for 10 hours. I would not recommend, and I'm
that's
gonna
some
put
nasty
that
shit right
on
there. I'm a
record.
man,
Don't.
that's
It might be a whole work day though. Maybe she.
That's still nasty.
Now that's nasty. You gotta go change that.
She been on the floor at the casino. She run the space station.
No, you gonna want to go and change
Is
that.
there a space table at a casino?
What's her name?
Huh? Geraldine?
Geraldine.
I can't with this dude. I fucking can't with this dude. So are we gonna get into like? I mean, I understand that this is all this stuff in preparation is gonna really make the sex better because we're basically getting a brand new vagina, or the best vagina that she could possibly have.
Right. Anything outside of that is, and I always say, if you feel like you have a serious issue, go see your doctor. And I just want to say that.
Okay, bet. So what are some of the other things that you brought in this treasure chest to really get things popping from a sexual experience standpoint?
So my first thing, and I don't think these have the batteries inside that little shit.
No. Oh, you checking it? No, I don't think that. No, they ain't the
No,
batteries.
it's
It's fine.
It's okay. So that's why I don't really care. And if you're shopping at Beneath Pleasure, I don't have too many things with batteries because the worst thing is to reach inside your sex drawer and don't have batteries.
Mm-hmm.
That's a sucky feeling.
No pun intended.
So.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
So
Hiya.
that's the suction that you want, and this is waterproof.
So basically, she's holding a chocolate dick.
Yes, 6 inches.
6 inches.
What's the size dick that a woman wants? Minimum, I guess. When does it become good?
I am gonna go with 6 inches.
So
This is a perfect size for me. I have turned somebody down because it's too big. You are not my husband. You're not gonna tear my insides up. So when my man come to me, my man.
He could have been your husband. You tried him away.
That's funny.
I know. You know a vibe when you know a vibe.
You
And
small too though, so I can see why.
I know some small people that's taking it, and I know.
You right though.
But
You right.
it's just not for me. Like if it's too big, I would
What's
rather
the
go
biggest you want?
She just told me.
6 inches.
You don't want to know bigger than that?
I don't know. To me, smaller is better. I would rather go with smaller. I mean, if it's bigger and you know how to work it, from what I've seen, and I'm just being honest, people with big
Say it with your chest though.
people with big dicks don't know how to fuck.
It's true, man. I've
You
heard
know
the
what
same
it
thing.
is people with big dicks, from what I understand,
Rely solely on that.
yeah, and they want to prove a point, and they want to make
They
you
don't
feel
have
that they,
no.
Punishment.
and to me, that's just a young nigga shit. What I've recently found out from friends is that even old niggas, grown niggas, is still doing that dumb shit. That
They
jacked up
just
shit.
want to penetrate you. They don't take the time to find. It hurts you.
And most of the time they want to bottom out. And
It hurts you,
Yeah.
or they want to.
Who wants that?
And they want straight back. They want straight back shots.
Yeah,
They want
there's
straight
no
back
need to.
shots, and
There's no need
and
to.
they hurt you. It is like it's not enjoyable at that moment. It's just like, to me, 6 inches is perfect.
Word.
And I'm just being honest. We talk about sex. 6 inches is perfect to go in the mouth.
Yeah.
You can't really
You
look.
can put the whole 6 inches in your mouth.
no, just say it with your
No,
chest.
I'm just asking. I'm not asking for it.
I mean, yeah, you read, yeah, shit, yeah.
You can get all 6 down.
Yes, you gonna relax those throat muscles. You better know what you're
And we
doing.
just cut
Yeah, it takes extra time for that. Thank you for being with us and letting us know.
So, I mean, 6 inches is good. Smaller is better for me. I mean, if I run across somebody with a big dick and they know how to work it, then
And just for the record, ladies, we know the ones that are out there saying, shit, fuck me, miss me with that little dick shit. And we love you too.
When did 6 inch become little dick though?
No, she was saying.
I would prefer smaller.
Like
and
5.
bigger. I don't care, just as long as it's 6. If it's 6 and under, now I ain't gonna say come with me no pinky. Now thinking you feeling memorable, but you might though. But I ain't gonna say come with me no pinky and thinking you gonna blow my mind.
Is 8 too much?
If you know how to work it, I just feel like anybody that knows how to work it though.
Take a step back. Look, yeah.
Because if you got 8 and you hurting me and I don't feel good, then what? I don't want it.
Yeah, you just gotta know your shit.
That's what it is. You gotta know yourself. You gotta pick somebody who's sexually compatible with you.
Yeah.
That's what it boils down to.
And
Right?
I was gonna say
Some
that.
bitches got big
earlier, too.
wombs, right? And
Yeah.
some got small. You got everybody in between, right? So. you know.
Now one thing that I don't like, and it might just be just me. I'm not
What?
the hook.
You don't want a hook?
You want a straight boy?
I don't like not a straight like just this is perfect.
But
You don't want a nigga come at you like Mike Tyson. You don't want that.
What hook do you hate though? Because
Up, down, left, right.
I've seen the left-right dick to the point where I'm like, boy, that dick.
Yeah.
I
Get over here.
But to me, the ideal hook
Is the one that goes straight up.
Hit that G spot.
It hits the G spot directly.
And it don't gotta be a hella hook. It just gotta be the right curve,
It's
man.
like,
I don't know. The hook thing for me it's just looking at it. The hook thing for me, and I done seen a lot, like uncircumcised. And to me, if your hygiene,
You don't have to quantify a lot, but if you do, it's all right.
if your hygiene is good, uncircumcised is good.
Yeah.
If your hygiene is good,
so you'll
uncircumcised-
pull that skin back and suck that dick.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Listen, another round of applause for that. You know,
Yeah. Sure.
You know, I got a story about that, right? I think I told you before. So, listen, so I remember being like maybe like 12 or 13 and like kid in church and everything, and then my mom was like, "Hey, you know this little nigga who was like my cousin. You know, everybody your fucking cousin." So I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Can you take him to the bathroom?" He's a little kid. I had never, listen, man, I'm like 14. The only thing I've seen was mine, right? And my dad fucking surprised me. I didn't know what goddamn, right? So that's it. So I took this nigga to the bathroom, and he was like, "I need help taking my hands down." You know what I mean? And so I'm helping. He's dog, and this nigga had an uncircumcised. Yo, so much so that I didn't know what to do. I told him to pull his pants back up, and I took him back to my house. Like, Mom, something's wrong. Something is wrong, and I'm not responsible for this kid. I want no part of it. I don't know what's going
This
on.
shit is different.
You were like, it was like that before I saw it.
No, straight up. And I told my mom what I saw. She's like, "Well, he's uncircumcised." I said, Mom, I don't know what that. I don't want to care. I don't care. So, anyways, that's interesting though. So, okay.
Circumcised is ideal. Circumcised is ideal.
Okay, well, yeah, those are two options, huh?
No, but I done seen some that's just really smooth. It's no head to it. I don't know. That's kind of weird. It's just no head to it, and that's.
Having this conversation with you with a dick.
Oh,
Listen, set stage. She got a 6-inch chocolate dick, and she's talking, resting her hand on her
like it's a cell phone and shit.
With the tip right on her forehead.
I know.
Low key.
And she was so comfortable too.
So yeah, I keep picturing like, is it mine? Like, you know, I'm used to
Nigga, you
seeing-
way too light skinned for this dick, right?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think that a large majority of women, single or not, have things like that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? What percentage would you say?
No, the ones that want to be safe. Some girls just don't care. Some girls just don't care. To me, this is the safest way to go.
Yeah.
This is the safest way to go.
Yeah.
You know.
Even your whores have these though.
But yeah, and you know you don't.
You nutting off that though?
Oh yeah, this thing vibrates if it had the battery in it, and they got 10 speeds to it. And you can take, you can take, and
Not at all.
you can take and stick it on the
Oh,
wall,
you suction it to a
Throw
wall
it back.
or a
Throw it back
bathroom
on.
and throw it
or you
back.
go to the bathroom
Look back
with
at
it.
it, shorty, look back at it.
Yeah.
So let me ask this then, because
You don't have to, but you can ride it too though.
Let me
If
ask
you
you this.
stick it straight up and down,
On what?
A
get
board,
creative,
a
a book.
The textbook,
You ever seen those videos?
Yeah, I think I have.
You can get creative with
So
it.
let me ask you this then, with all these toys you have, and definitely we're gonna plug your shop to make sure that all the listeners know where to find you. Would you still prefer the real dick?
Yeah,
Even though the dick ain't got 10 speeds.
right, because this is no body motion to it, it's no warmth to it, and you get there entirely too quick. And for me, you feel
What you want.
no, you get there entirely too quick.
I got a question for you, though. Can girls edge?
Yeah.
You try to.
Can you edge? Like, is it harder for girls? Do you lose it completely? Like, a dude can get the boiling point and bring it back down to halfway. He know how many hand motions to keep that thing.
Believe it or not, y'all edge us a lot.
God damn, that was the hardest thing I've ever heard of.
Drop the mic.
It would have been okay if you didn't say it with such disdain.
Believe it or not, y'all edge us a lot. We told y'all right there, this my spot, and then and somewhere inside y'all mind say, oh yeah, let me really do it.
No.
That nigga back gave out. Though. I was 15
sometimes it's that.
The Charlie horse.
Sometimes it's also, oh no, I'm gonna get you back from the time when I told your ass not to move. You move, you switch everything up. You switch to the left hand because your right hand was tied. Now when you were sucking dick 20 minutes longer than you had to, I was about to bust. So sometimes you deserve it.
No, but sometimes though we tell y'all, oh, this is my spot, and y'all be like, oh, well, let me really do it. But whenever a female tell y'all, this is my spot, just keep that same motion. Don't try to wow me because you're already wowing me.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. That's 1 + 1 = 2 to me.
But let me just tell you, I'm just saying, the second you say this is my spot, please let it be your spot. It can't be your spot for 20 minutes though. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, you
know what I'm saying though.
She should have waited to tell you.
Exactly.
Until you were closer to it, but then you might have changed. You might have switched.
Shit. 20 minutes and you gotta have that perfect structure to the stroke.
But sometimes we tell y'all this is my spot, and all of a sudden y'all just get to be superheroes. I think
you feel it out for the most part. I don't ever switch up, but sometimes, and this is just your vibe, she'll say, right there, I say, do you want me to go faster? And I give her the option.
Oh, look at you.
That is what you should do.
She'll answer you.
Look how convenient he is, dude.
She'll answer you real quick. She'll say, no, stay there. And you like, all right, and then I'm good. You know,
yeah, but that's good though. And that make it interesting. That makes sex interesting because I don't know, I like to talk. But obviously I like to talk.
I like to talk, but I don't want to give a dissertation, you know. I don't want a chick to say, you know what I hate? That pop sound is killing me.
She gonna fuck the shit on me.
I know. You know what I hate? I hate when a chick say, talk to me. Damn, bitch, you just put all that pressure on me in that moment. You know, I want it to happen organically. If you want me to talk to you, you say something. You know what I mean? Let me feed off of that. But to say talk to me and put me on the spot and expect me to say something to wow you, and then the next thing you say, no matter what you say, will not be what she wants to hear because there's no way you know what she really was thinking. So the best thing to do, Hope, while you set niggas up, is to lead with where your mind is and lead there, and so he can pick up and vibe with you, connect in that way. But that whole put me on the spot, because I wouldn't do that to a Hope. Like, she said, talk to me. But what I want you to say?
Girl.
Me. No, if you're sucking a dick, or even if you're fucking her.
But let's get out of the questions. Let's get out of the habit of answering questions.
Yeah.
Because I'm horrible. I can't hear, and I'm gonna always fuck it up.
Yeah. That
is a fuck up. You're right.
Yeah.
And
what I said was, this dick.
And that's my thing. I'm gonna always.
You know what the problem is? First of all, I hate that we all know. And you know what the problem is? When we're having sex, I don't know if you have kids or anything like that, so that may be why you're keeping the volume down. I think you have a natural inclination to not speak too loudly.
No.
Right? So
no, it's just me, my house, and whoever is there.
And see, if that's the case, then that nigga should be able to easily talk loud. But I think naturally it's anyone's inclination when you're having sex, you keep it more low key. So when you're saying something, you're not gonna say it.
I can see that part too, or
in another situation.
But you just don't want to. I just feel like some people just don't want to be loud. They just think they being sexy, and a lot of people can't hear, and I can't hear. So.
Like for real, I mean, you think Morgan Freeman screaming, those types of, sex statements? He gonna do it in the Morgan Freeman voice, nice and low. You know what I'm saying? Hey girl,
you gotta read your environment.
That was a horrible.
Horrible. But you gotta read your environment. If you have music on, if you have porn on in the back, like if you have that background noise, you're gonna have to speak up. If you got kids there, you can't. Like, depends
But
on
get
your
in my ear.
situation.
That get in my ear.
Listen, and I was just about to say that because that's what I would do, you know. And your voice sounds way better, fellas.
Up close.
Than it does, no matter what you think.
Brush your teeth before.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Nothing like that dude breath. Throw it off.
You know, some chicks like the alcohol breath on a man too. Some chicks.
I know niggas that like a girl straight from the gym on the pussy. That's me too. So you know, everybody got weird shit they like. Put your hand up, baby.
That defeat the whole purpose of the whole
Yeah,
thing.
which toy is that called again?
This
I look like a do it all.
this is really close to the rabbit, but this is actually the duck.
The duck.
Yeah.
Quack.
So it goes in, and whenever it goes in, it touches
The clip.
it. Yeah. So this one I
The
actually.
rabbit suctions the clip.
But you're not hitting. In order for that to work, you're not hitting deep though. You're not hitting too deep on that because you ain't got but 3 inches.
Yeah.
You ain't got but a couple inches between the tip and the.
Oh, but it's gonna tickle that. It's
Should
gonna
tickle the
do
cheeks
it,
first.
and then
I
it
think it's
goes.
waving at me though.
Yeah, it's rotating, and I don't like the fact you pointed at me like that.
Well,
But
up in the air, it goes like that, and then the duck goes. It's
Oh,
like
look at that.
it is a
Like
duck, and it's
Put that on my hand. Put that on my hand. Oh yeah, yeah, that'll get you right.
Yeah.
I want to do that too. Okay.
And then whenever.
I appreciate you not putting the dick part.
Yeah, me too. I can't tip so you see what
And
they
then
got.
it just, it tickles there, and it, you obviously
There
you're
you
not
go.
gonna
Okay.
hit it
You
on
got the
there,
rest
but
of it.
it's just gonna keep. But you got to, but it gotta, it's just gonna hit the whole thing,
There you go.
and it rotates more, and this one goes up.
Oh yeah, she
It goes to
she
jackhammer.
about to come.
I got you.
She about to come.
Yeah.
To me, I think as even men, it's important to get into the toy shit because these shits can do things we can't.
it's true.
And you can work yourself hard in a motherfucker on Friday night,
No
or you can
pun intended.
pick one of these motherfucking toys up, give her 5 minutes, and I promise you she'll be begging for you to put that toy down and fuck her.
I'm just gonna be honest that I've experimented before, and I got a toy, and I'm doing it, and I said, let me put a toy on him, and it completely feels good for both of them. For both.
Okay, I think we had a disconnect.
What did you put
You
on
only
there?
pulled out dick toys tonight, and I'm
No. It's just a straight. I brought my inventory and not my personal.
Okay.
So it's like this one is more similar to it. But you take something like a bullet.
That look like a finger. I think you.
And where do you put this toy that looks like a butt?
If you put it on the strap, just the long part.
On a shaft.
Yeah, that.
Okay, I can
You
fuck with
take
that.
and rub it there.
I can fuck with
And the
that.
vibration in that.
I can fuck
For
with that.
both. And for the female,
Okay.
it's just gonna go here.
I need more than that though.
She should be.
You're gonna be still penetrating.
Okay.
It's
so
not
he
just-
coming out. You hit him with that bang
It's
bang.
for both. It's
Yeah.
for both. And to me, a female, when you got the vibrator going while you're penetrating, you're gonna make a mess.
I have a legit question. So I do agree with Jeezy that I think toys have to, dudes got to get out of their ego. Women have to get out of their ego. And I think toys can be, healthy in a relationship. The question is, can you become desensitized? Right? So if you constantly, if you get used to coming with a rabbit just brrr on your click, and then George get home from work one day and the rabbit's out of batteries and George wants some punani, and George can't make you come because he don't go brrr, are you setting yourself up for
Self-discipline.
Okay. Explain.
Self-discipline. Just because I'm a distributor of these sex toys doesn't mean that I use them every night.
No, not you. I'm just talking about
No,
you personally.
I'm just
Okay.
using me as an example.
Got you.
Because I can.
Mhm.
I have plenty. I have all kind of options. I never go without. But my thing is just that it's just holding yourself. Because like I said, these things make you come too fast.
Mhm.
So you're gonna, not every time a female is gonna, and I'm just being honest, not every time a female is gonna squirt when you and your dude doing it.
Yeah.
Every time with these vibrators, you're gonna squirt.
There you go.
Every single time.
Mhm.
Not every time I wanna squirt.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just want penetration. So that's when it comes with self-discipline though. With self-discipline, you can't just use these things all the time.
And there's a lot of cleanup with that sort of shit. You don't really.
Well, it's a lot of cleaning up with this, and I want to say that you want to clean your sex toys. Don't just use it, put it in a drawer. Make a habit of
yeah.
cleaning your sex
They
toys
got sprays and other things for you too. So
to use.
yeah, I got it.
So it's like, I don't know, for me, it's just like, You can though, because you can get used to coming hard. But for me, I just feel like it's just self-discipline. Don't make a habit of using them every night.
Men can become desensitized to
jerking off too much.
Yeah, jacking off too much porn. I think I remember getting into a place where the pussy wasn't doing it for me because a nigga was beating off to beautiful porn holes.
No, that's real.
2-3 times.
That's more common than y'all know. That's more common than y'all know.
And I'm, think what you want. It ain't nothing better than something you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Versus something you have.
One thing better than pussy is what?
New pussy.
You know what I'm saying? So I think even then, as a man, you can become desensitized if you jack off too much. You gotta, take them hands off yourself. Relax and
it's tough sometimes though.
And get to the pussy and
believe it or not though, and I've actually tried it, and you can YouTube it and try it yourself. You can actually come. It's a mind thing. You can actually reach an orgasm with just your mind. You don't
I've been there. I've done it.
You don't have
You've literally done that before, then?
14 years old. I'll tell you a story when she's done. Go ahead.
All right.
But I was just gonna tell. I really did it too. Like one time, I was just just laying in the bed, you listening to music, and it's just a complete mind thing. You kind of do the gesture. You can make yourself come.
Ejaculating off.
No, you don't have to do that. You don't have. You can.
No,
but you don't have to do anything hands on.
Des, let me hear this story.
But ejaculate too.
Listen, I can't. No, I gotta get. Let's get to the story.
It's a wet dream. We've all had one where we've come off.
Is it a wet dream, bro?
No, nigga, I was awake.
Okay, all
But
right.
it's not really. I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, there's probably a reason for it. So I was like 14, and I was in a barber shop, and this lady came in. She had big titties. I'm being honest with y'all. I'm being completely honest with y'all. She had big titties, and like so much so, like I could tell she wanted people to look at her, right? The way she was wearing, right? So I sounded weird when I said that, but I mean, you could tell. So anyways, she was in there. I kept seeing her titties bouncing up and down. I was like, man, I'm looking at 14 years old, and all of a sudden,
No, I think when you're young, I think
It's
when
a
you're
little
young like that,
uncontrollable
that
though.
was it.
when you're young like that, honestly,
Hey, let me tell you,
come like that.
he
I
didn't-
remember
He
times.
didn't meditate on shit, nigga. It was not even close to her.
No, I remember times being in church, nigga, and seeing something super fine, and I'm not busting no crazy enough, but nigga, you pre come and you jack, nigga, you feel it. The fact that something come out, nigga, in itself, that's your mind. So yeah, I've been in that situation, and I could probably do that still now if I really focused on it pre-cum, but I'm not gonna bust a real nut just sitting there.
Females are different though.
They
You
are.
can either squirt or you can really just reach your orgasm. It's a feeling and it feels really good and make you tired.
I got another question though, and I asked
Gotta
this to y'all.
embrace it in order to get it.
I feel like squirting is. I feel like wasn't nobody talking about this like 10, 15 years ago.
I know how you
Like
feel
how come
about
I never heard a motherfucker squirting 10, 15 years ago. Now every bitch be squirting. Like I'm just being honest. Like
Because people learn how to actually.
everybody knows at the same fucking time.
No, it's just that feeling when one person learned it, somebody probably went out with it and choked. Cause I'm gonna tell you, and
So
that's.
it took off like herpes. That's when somebody had it and somebody else got it. And
But that
I don't
just
like
really.
that.
That's a horrible one.
That just. I don't know. To me, you back away from it though. That squirting feeling, you back away from it.
Yeah.
Cause you feel like you gotta pee.
Yeah.
You
I think
don't.
that's what it is,
You
too.
can't tell the difference. So then when people realize that it's not that you have to pee, that
You
this
gotta
is
push
extra.
past that.
Then you gotta let it go.
Yeah. And that's the only way to do it. You gotta, in order for them to squirt, they have to embrace the feeling and go for it. And I think a lot of women now have control because they know, okay, I can let myself go and get into it, or I can hold back and just bust a nut and keep that in. And I can almost tell when she's like, oh, you trying to keep that, you know what I'm saying, that squirt back.
Yeah,
But
not
you
everybody. You don't want to
yeah.
squirt every night though.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's just not an
It's
every
a
night.
lot of
thing.
sheet change.
You not your sheet, your mattress. Your mattress at some point will get
Well,
mildew.
you gotta get
The mattress
you gotta get
protector.
the
Yeah,
mattress
do that.
protector. If you ain't got the mattress protector, you ain't fucking right.
I know, but it's just I just feel like that's not an everyday
That shit
thing.
getting there every time you watch that over and over, nigga.
Yeah.
And the mattress safe. You gotta.
And this,
What's that?
let's make this the
This
last
Oh,
one.
that's a shower. That's a little.
Oh, that's gonna be the last one to go.
Oh, no, you know what? Keep going
I
now.
want to see what she got.
No, we want to see both of them. Let me go. Keep going.
Where she at?
What's this?
This one is the one. It's a favorite, and this is the favorite that I see a lot of people in porn use. This is a big time porn thing, but it's not my favorite.
Damn, you hear the power.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I thought it was the best one.
That's why I said
It's
you
not.
have to really know what you're doing. You can't just go down there and just
Yeah, you
stick.
gonna beat the
So hold on, can I hold it?
Well,
Oh, that shit Rodney King.
I just can't.
she beat it down like with a baton.
I just can't put it here and be alright.
No, you gotta know what you're doing. You wanna peel that back
Jeezy's stuck in
and
the asshole. What you did?
You're the worst.
you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like, you have to
This
kind
one
of.
spit on it.
Hey, where is that coming from?
That's his lingo right there. That's
That's
spitting.
God.
But you wanna do like that circular motion.
There
You
you
wanna
go.
know what speed
That ass
you're
still
doing.
jiggling too. I seen it.
And just you want to do that circular motion. That circular motion is like the best.
Gotcha.
But and one thing about it of this is you can plug it in.
Oh, listen
I
to
got
that.
that right
Okay.
there. You can take it on your work trips later.
And these are my favorites. So you
Damn.
plug it in, and
You
it's
listen to
just a
music?
regular
Oh, okay.
little plug. It's either when
You
you
can
come
charge that
home
in the
one
car
day,
too.
yeah, when
In
you come
between
home
working
one
breaks.
day and it's plugged up to your PH5, know what's going on.
Hey.
I heard that you had some trouble with TSA today. You want to tell that story?
Yeah, so the ones with the batteries made TSA go through my bags, and
They pull shit out.
yeah, because they asked me did they want me to voluntarily throw it away, or they had to go through my bag and search me,
Right, yeah.
bitch, because
Yeah.
you're not throwing away my stuff.
Right.
So you had all them toys with you. Huh?
Yeah, but I was just looking around. There was this cute little dude sitting next to me, and I was like, listen, I sell these things for a living, but I'm not ashamed. I'm
You
not
would have
ashamed.
respected had you not told him anything. Just let him think it was
His fantasy.
You fucked it up when you told him
was
it
a
was
lot better. He was like,
Yeah.
boy, she get down.
That's real.
Those that don't do, teach. Or sell.
That's funny, dude.
But this one is my all-time favorite.
When they do it, the doctors check your ears.
I even love the feeling of it. The feeling is perfect. It feels
You gripping that
Say
thing
that's your
right.
best
Because
one.
I
You say
love it.
That's your favorite one.
This is my favorite
Oh,
one.
that's
small shit.
It sucks on the click.
What?
What is it called? What is it called?
Google.
What is it called?
It's
The clit sucker upper?
Nigga, that's bounty.
it's a clear sucker.
Wow.
That's it. But a lot of men, and I'm not saying you guys are older. You guys are older,
They
so
are.
somebody said squirting is pee.
There is urine in squirting, by the way. It's not all, but it's part of the.
I have
competition.
smelled it. It does smell like pee.
Yeah, of course.
It smells like pee.
Yeah.
But
A lot of water.
a lot of men, not mainly you guys' age bracket, because by
Stop
this,
saying that shit.
no, y'all know, and if y'all don't know, it's like a problem.
What is it?
But a lot of dudes don't know that you need to suck on the clitoris
Really?
to actually. Yes. Oh.
What do they think that you do with the clit? You look at it and comment?
Oh, he's joking. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, a lot of dudes just think they just lick on it.
No, in
Lick
fact, the
around.
times I've made women come from head, it's been from sucking the clit, like a light, firm suck, like you would on a nipple.
And that's what this does.
Interesting.
So when you put it, and I'm gonna show it to you, you're gonna take it and put it on the highest power.
And I noticed you jumped at every level. There's no warm up over there. That's why you're coming in 2 minutes. Skip every level. Bam, 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 bam.
So you're gonna take it, and when you suck down on it,
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
it pulls up.
Ooh. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Won't he do it?
No, won't he do it?
And that's my all-time favorite. That is my all-time.
I can see
But
why.
would you agree that every woman is different, so that motion may not be for every woman, the sucker?
Yeah. So,
Hmm?
Like every woman is different, and maybe every woman doesn't want their clit sucked.
Every
So-
woman have to want their clit sucked, because you're not coming all the way. I don't care. Whenever it's
no, that's not true.
No flicking.
No, there's penetrative.
And-
People come from penetrative.
No,
sex, too.
no, he's talking about, we're just talking
no,
about
but
head,
just
but
head. But like if you licking, you're doing this coming motion at her G spot on the inside.
yeah,
It's one of the two.
okay.
It's one of the two. But if you don't want to do nothing with your hand, like your hand tired, you've been doing everything
It's gotta
else.
be sucked.
Yeah. And otherwise than that, she's faking it.
Damn.
And a lot of women fake. A lot of women fake it to make it the same thing you said. No. The same thing you said. And I'm gonna go all the way back to the beginning. And this is so good. Whenever you said that she didn't have a good smell, but she already got naked, and you didn't want to make her feel bad by telling her she had an odor. It's already like a pride thing that men have. Some men now do get off from giving oral, but to some men it's a lot. So you're already down there. You already got yourself in like an unmasculine position. You already down there. I'm not gonna tell you like, babe, you're not doing it right. But one day on a cool level, like when we're cool and I'm like we just talking about shit, I'm gonna tell you.
Yes.
I get that, but I don't.
I've had the hurtful naked truth.
She tapped you on the back of the head?
Right in the back of the head, telling me, this ain't going.
But
and I was like, fuck you, ho, and then I walked out.
We believe that.
But I'm saying though, that's just when we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. But I know like when we get on a cool level, because if I really like you and I really see myself going forward
you're gonna
with you,
really just take care of his ego.
But I'm gonna tell you at a later date, like, babe, you know this ain't how you.
You know why I can take it? Because I've been in situations where a chick was giving me head, but she was cool, and that head wasn't working, and you know what I mean? And I'm not a nasty nigga. Well, I am, but in that way, how I handle it, I wouldn't do it nasty in that situation. I'll just pull up and just start fucking her, kissing her, or I'll move on. You know what I mean?
But if you really like her, you're gonna want head at some point.
No. I'll eventually
point,
talk to her and tell her, but I wouldn't make her feel right then and there.
Right then and that moment, you just let her finish and just kind of move on from that spot because it's uninteresting. You faking it. She thinks she doing, or he think you doing the best. He down there. None of that is working. None of that is doing. It's just making a mess. You making a mess.
You never motorboated it? Okay.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
To do it to the pussy?
Yeah.
No.
When he's sucking on the clit, do you like a little humming though? Like the Negro spiritual there?
Like I said, I'm it's the talking. If you sucking on it, and that's what I said though. I like talking. So if you sucking on it and you talking to me,
so he goes to. Who the fuck is this nigga? This nigga, he can suck and talk.
Ventriloquist, man. This is ventriloquist.
Yeah.
No, not like that. But like, like suck, like lick and kiss, and then like, but when you know you taking me there, don't do no extra shit. Just suck on it and that's
get there. Yeah. Like, we learned a lot of stuff tonight.
I learned this shit.
I definitely did. I know it's tough having a pussy.
That's what I learned.
I'll take this dick with skin any day of the week. That's for sure.
Yeah,
what happened, but
we appreciate you, ladies. I think it's Women's Appreciation Day right now.
Forever, my lady.
For real.
No, listen, y'all definitely check out. Where can they find you?
On Instagram, 95Dayway, and that's with 2 Y's, so it'll be 95DAYYWAY. And then Facebook, Daysha Holloman, just my regular name. And then to find all of these lovely products for a really cheap price is beneathpleasure.com.
Hey,
wonderful.
We appreciate you, Dayy.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Man. You was a good vibe too, so we had to come and spend some time.
You kept it real.
We definitely will. Listeners, we appreciate y'all. Remember, if the pussy smelled good, she put a lot of hard work into that, so
respect that.
Respect her and big up.
And if the pussy don't smell good, it's because your fingernails was dirty. I think that's what we learned. Right?
If it doesn't smell, it's your fault. So don't be mad at it.
No, if it doesn't smell good, so I know a girl.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go fuck her instead because her shit smell good.
I don't know if I could ever just say, I know a girl. Maybe you should talk to her. That's a little too much, dog.
She helping bitch.
Pussy all over the world. I saw this website. I read about this.
No, but the thing is though that the main thing that men need to do though when the woman detox and don't rush the detox. You get better results when you don't rush it, because guess what? If you rush it, we gonna rush it.
That's what
if you tell her, hey, listen, I want you to come, I need you right now. Guess what? We gonna do? Pop them pearls out. We're gonna try to take a sit down back.